Hey everyone, I'm Allison, and today I will be going into detail on the socioeconomic status, cultural influences in child care centers, and how these three things can influence the development of literacy. There are striking differences among children in patterns of early language growth. Some infants can speak before they're the age of 1, and others can't speak any words until the end of their second birthday. Differences in socioeconomic statuses are strongly associated with variations of language outcomes. By the age of kindergarten, you can tell your student has a lower SES because they are struggling substantially from their more advanced peers with verbal and other cognitive abilities. Parents with low income don't have the time to educate their students or provide them with books in a literacy-rich environment. They are more worried about what they're going to be feeding their children that night, and how they're going to be putting a roof over their head. While doing my research, I found a fact that stated, children from low-income families enter high school with the average literacy skills 5 years behind those of high-income students. I found that to be very sad, and I also find it true, because I remember from experiences in the past with my own personal high school experience. These lower SES students won't be interested in learning literacy because they miss too much of school and are being pulled around school from school. They are unable to learn and have too much stress on their brain. Acquiring language skills is a natural part of children's development, so parents will gradually notice changes in their child's ability to communicate and express themselves. The differences in language between cultures are evident when you compare how the countries use several words to describe a concept, and others just use one word to describe the same concept. This is apparent from a young age. For example, in American culture, children learn by verbal instruction, whereas in other cultures, they don't learn with nonverbal instruction. Vygotsky's theory suggests that, although children are born with skills for language development, development is affected and shaped by culture and social experiences. So when a child from a different culture attends your school in America for the first time, you're going to struggle and fall behind on their literacy because they may not know the way the teacher's communicating or how she is presenting the lesson. I think it's important child care centers demonstrate language and literacy activities based on the scientifically based reading and research that supports the age-appropriate development of oral language, phonological awareness, print awareness, and alphabetical knowledge. The centers need to make sure they have many different diverse books and other books for the students to read and have access to. Teachers should make sure they are establishing supportive and respectful relationships with the students and the students' families. Since a child learns to communicate in the context of their own home culture, the teacher needs to make sure she or he is creating a collaborative relationship and finding out how to support the child's individual language and literacy development. By creating a richly diverse and welcoming environment, remaining aware of their own cultural beliefs and biases, and by identifying a variety of teaching strategies to share with the magic of print and language, early childhood teachers can spark a lifelong love of reading in the children they care for. That's all I got for today, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Thank you.